Welcome to the madhouse. Started with a dream and a dial-up zone. Now I'm watching these charts like a dog on a bone. Had a Game Boy, now I'm gambling on games. Trying to break free from these legacy chains. Mama said, boy, that money ain't real, but I'm trading this pain just to cop that feel. Old soul, new tech, got the blues on the block. From the bottom of the wick to the top of the shop. Throw it back like Thursday pain. Trading losses for some blockchain gain. For food stamps to eat in my vein. I got the blues, but I ain't broke again. 808 stomp like a freight train moan. Sipping on charts like a glass of Patron. Throwback tears with a smart contract. Singing oh so truths on the DeFi track. Used to play jacks, now check these trades. From bootleg tapes to encrypted shades. Got a little ledger where I write my sins. From margin calls to accidental wins. Ain't no teacher for the market's bite. Just candlelight and sleepless nights. But I still moonwalk through the flood and fear. With a 12-bar rhythm and a chart so clear. Throw it back like Thursday pain. Trading losses for some blockchain gain. From food stamps to eat in my vein. I got the blues but I ain't broke again. 808 starting hope and heartbreak for a little bit of juice. Throwback Thursday where the blues meet the bone.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches Top Shock. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no luck. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Computing sing together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge.
Whoops. You probably got a double dose. A little bit of an echo on that intro song. Because I accidentally forgot to turn off the desktop audio. But that's okay. What's going on? Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto, coming to you live Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Piper Academy Network. Forgot to mention, I think we just passed 7,500 followers or subscribers. I just want to thank all of you for subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate each and every single one of you. And yeah. But what's going on, guys? How you doing? I still got the headphones on. That's okay. I can hear myself think, talk, and think. But yeah. Oh, all right, guys. What's going on? Let's bring up the Madhouse. How you guys doing? Let's say good evening to everybody. Good evening, Indie Rock Crypto. Playing some indie rock at the beginning. No, that really wasn't indie rock, but you know, I tried to make a little bit of. I tried to do like a little Delta blues / trap type of thing. I think it worked out all right. What's going on, Indie Rock Crypto? Mad Love, Alexandra G. What's going on, Alexandra G, the mod boss, the mod queen, the mod god? How's it going? Hope you are doing well this evening. Thank you for being here, as always. John Foster, Crypto, local. John Foster actually lives in my surrounding area. What's going on, John Foster? How you doing? We still got to meet up for that coffee. So let's do that. Harp, what's going on, Harp? Thank you for being here as always. I do appreciate you. And that is it. 7.52k subs. Sweet. That's awesome, man. We're growing slowly but surely. Burclair. Yeah. Blair. I know the Burclair. We can go to the Starbucks right on the summer. Maybe. I am very east of you. I moved last year and yeah. I won't say exactly where I am, but I will just say that I am east of you. I am past, let's see, something that you know that won't give it away. I am past 385. If you're going down 64, I am past 385 heading east. So it gives you a little bit of context. What's going on, Dusty Hunt? Hope you're doing well. Yo, thank you for being here. Oh, hey, LBD. I don't know who LBD is, but thank you for being here, Kelly. I do appreciate you so much. Let's go ahead and, so G-Town-ish? No, like, not even Shelby County anymore. I'm not even in Shelby County anymore. I'll tell you that. So yeah, what's going on? Hope you're all doing well. Bitcoin got a little bit of pullback. We did get some news on our inflation readings. We did come in under forecast, 0.1% on our core inflation month over month. Our forecast was 0.3%. Should be super bullish. It is kind of bullish. Core inflation rate year over year, 2.8%. Beat expectations of 2.9%. The prior was also 2.8%, so showing some consistency there. We can see we are scaling down. Yep, scaling down a bit. The blue was the actual, so we came in under the forecast. Core inflation rate month over month. This one's always going to be a little up and down. Are you bearish, LBC? We'll get into the charts. And then I'll tell you whether or not I'm leaning more bullish or bearish. Inflation rate month over month, kind of, like I said, month over month. You got to look at the year over year. We can see the last month it was 2.3. This month it was 2.4. So you see an increase in just your standard inflation, but your core inflation, which is what the Fed cares about the most, you saw a decrease. So a little bit of a mixed bag there, but still not bad. These should be bullish. Tomorrow we have PPI month over month. That might be another mover. Producer price inflation, and then the consumer sentiment. If consumer sentiment is good, then we might continue to be bullish. But let's go to the chart. No, not that chart. So right now, what we have done is we've broken out of this, we'll call it a falling broadening wedge, or even a bull flag. Interesting. I'm trying not to yawn, but okay, maybe if I just get one out, I'll be okay. Sorry. A little bit of mixture of Maybe not too much of a lack of sleep, but also working in the heat. Kind of what it is right there. It exhausts you working in the heat. So yeah, I'm looking at this little demand zone right here and a potential pullback to this general area where we did break from. So we could see price come down to 106,500. Let's go ahead and pull a fib from the low to the high just to kind of see if we can get some confluence on that level. We were going over market structure on Tuesday for TA Tuesday. And fibs. And would you look at that? 0.382 at the top of that level and the 50% retracement at the bottom of that level. Now we do have built up, so what does give me cause for concern or potential, it's not really concern because I'm still high time frame bullish, but we still might see some downside for the rest of June. So this is the thing right here. So we did get a leading diagonal that did break to the upside. But so far, all that we have done is that is technically a three-wave move. What are three-wave moves? Put it in the chat and I'll tell you if you're right. What are three-wave moves? What does that usually mean? And I'll give you one hint, and that's that we could be seeing a 5-3-5. Try to make it more like a 5 instead of an S. Seems to be impossible. 5, 3, 5. I don't know. Sell in May, walk away. Well, May was a while ago. This was May. Did you sell in May and walk away? That could be the case. You say you don't know? Guys, have you not been paying attention? Three-wave moves are what? If we move to the upside, five waves, and we do a three-wave move to the downside, what is a three-wave move? It's come on. Thank you, John Foster. I did sell in May and mostly walk away. What's going on, Retro Mike Tech? Thank you for being here, brother. But yeah, three-wave moves are corrective. They're corrective, meaning this could just be a correction to the upside, and this could be our B wave that then leads to our C wave. And what's going to be key is if we can hold this level right here. We can hold here, anywhere inside this box, and we can come all the way down to the golden pocket and get a bounce. If we can get a bounce and break the high, then we're good. I would even say a bounce and a break of this high, and we're good. However, we break that level. Well, now we're looking for potential bearish back test. Even coming all the way back up to here, but then continuing to move down for a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In other words, a 5, 3, 5. And in other words, an A, B, C. 3-wave corrective structure. You guys act like you guys act like I tell you trick questions. Give you trick questions. It's not a trick question. 5 trend change of structure. So there you go. Which, of course, could bring us down to these lows down here. Now, I did say that if we came down and we swept these lows, then it would be very likely that we would come down for more lows. How many more lows is the question, because we still have these lows as well that we could come down to. I've given you guys this scenario. So, we don't want to get overly bullish, especially at the highs. That's how you get wrecked. I just want that one to go away. Thank you. Now, we could be forming a little bull flag here, potentially. I wouldn't bet on it per se. However, if this is going to end up being a 5-wave impulse with the 1, your 2, then your 3, 4, 5. Remember, the third wave has to break the swing high. Has to. Otherwise, it is not valid. And the only way we're going to get that is if this is just so on the third wave, so we'll say this is 2, it's not going to look right because of how this is, but this is even though it's an upwards move like this, it is still corrective in nature. The leading diagonal, that is. But then wave 3 starts at this low, okay? And then wave 3 has 5 waves within it, okay? Each of these should have 5 waves in them on the lower time frames. What we could potentially see is this be 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Can't really see that. There we go. There or down here doesn't really matter. Don't think. I'm gonna have to go and look at my rules as far as the leading diagonal goes, but yeah. So, to answer your question, Kelly, let's take a look at the oscillator. Do I not have one? Okay, let's try. Oop, wrong button. Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. Shout out to Chart Prime. Get 45% off your first month. Link in the description down below. We're going to go to the Prime Oscillator. Zoom it on out. Zoom it on out. Actually, need to zoom out price. John Germain. What's going on, John Germain? Hope you're doing well. Now, on our Prime Oscillator Pro Plus, on the 4-hour, we do have money flow in the green, but our True 7 is trending below the 0 line, and our Trend Fusion is pushing towards the 0 line. So what we want to see is we want to see that money flow maybe at least hold above the 0 line, but even start to push a little higher, and then get a push of that True 7 and a bounce off the 0 line for the Trend Fusion, and have them all above the 0 line, and then that would be really good, unless it gets a push down. All those things turn up, okay, and this turns up, but it just rolls over, which I guess is of course is a possibility. And looks like we're breaking down out of this structure right now. Just lost 108. 108 has been lost. Yay. I'm almost leaning towards more downside, but this level is going to be the level that'll determine it for me. We can get a bounce off of that. Great. If we don't, it's not looking good. It doesn't look good. Take a look at our Bitcoin dominance, which is started to break down. A lot of people are getting a lot of, super altcoin holders are getting a little excited about a little drop out of this range here, but we've already dropped out of it once before. And it's already come back above 64%. And that kind of signals more broader market correction. Ethereum got its break above its high. Got swept the highs over here. And technically speaking, 1, 2, you could probably get a 3, 4, and a 5 in here. So this might be a completed 5-wave impulse to the upside that would then do what? Give you an ABC to the downside. Possibly, potentially back into this weekly fair value gap before it gets moving back to the upside. Now, broader market context, still looking pretty good. Okay, so the entire crypto market as a whole is looking good. The only question is, how long do we correct for? How much longer do we correct for before this thing really goes full send? Because I do believe it'll go full send at some point this year. It's either going to be this month. I'm still leaning more towards July because we could see a rate cut in July. But that would be probably late July, I think. I think it's later in the month. Let's see. Take a look at the Fed Watch tool. Here comes the flashbang, as Alexo likes to call it. Big bright screen. Oh no, my eyes. So after today's CPI data, let's see, taking a look at June 18th. Looking to hold rates steady. Now July 30th. 81% to hold rates, 18.6% to cut, which is up 4% from a day ago, but down 10% from a week ago. First rate cut's not going to come until September at the earliest, unless we start to see a trend. But I think the Fed will want to see a 3 to 4 month trend before they consider cutting rates. Right now, we've just got a couple back to back, and they're probably going to wait for a little more info before they decide to cut. Unless they randomly decide to do 25, 25, 25 like cuts. But I think if we continue on the trend that we are right now with inflation and with jobs starting to get, with the labor market starting to really soften a lot more, we could get a half to a whole percentage point in that September meeting. So we shall see. We've also seen rumors of Scott Bessent's name being floated around as new Fed chair. Powell's term is up next year. So, and I think that means he can't. I think that means he can't. He can't be Fed chair again. I think he has to be replaced or something. I might have to. I honestly don't know. I'm speaking from complete ignorance on that. Let's ask. Does Powell have to leave next year, or can he be appointed again? Current term as Fed chair runs through May 15th, 2026. He'll remain a member of the Board of Governors until January 31st, 2028. Can he be forced out early? No, not by law. Why is ChatGPT always giving me outdated info? Like, the president right now, Biden, but in the future, potentially Trump or another. What are you talking about? How are you not up to date? Like, I literally have to say, hey, you know that Trump is president now. And it'll be like, oh, you're right. It's like, yeah, I know I'm right. But you should know that. God. Ask it for medical advice and it's going to give me outdated advice and it's going to kill me. Don't get your medical advice from ChatGPT, people. Please consult your doctor. The dollar is a fallen. So that is another positive that we do want to see, the dollar falling. The Aussie dollar, are we breaking out at all? Nope, no breakout here for the Aussie, the euro. Unless renominated and reconfirmed, yes, Powell must step down. But if nominated again and confirmed, he could serve another term. His board membership lasts until 2028, so he can only stay until 2028. I'm just trying to say less and do more. I was paying attention. What are you talking about right now? Good evening, JR. Hope you're doing well. I'm just trying to say less and do more. Do you have paid GPT or free? Pay for that thing, man. I use it too much. It's not necessarily that it is wrong. It is just answering me through a source, and unless I say or prompt it, hey, what was today's news? Let's see. What was today's biggest news? And let's see if it gives me something correct. Okay, maybe I should just say, what is today's date? What's going on? One love, Melissa in the house. Really? And paid is a F up still, sheesh. Today's date is June 11th, 2025. I'm going to say, right. So YTF did you say Biden is still president? Why are you always giving me outdated information? You should always in all caps. Be up to date. My chat GPT knows me very well, by the way, so you're absolutely right. I messed up, and I'm sorry about that. I gave you outdated info when Donald Trump has been serving as the current U.S. president since January 20th, 2025. I should always stay updated. To confirm, Trump, not Biden, holds office today, June 11th, 2025. Thanks for calling me out. I'll do better. Today's top story involving President Trump. U.S. orders non-essential diplomatic staff out of Baghdad amid rising tensions. What have I said? Guys, here it is. Here it is. We're going for the sea wave. We're going for the sea wave. Why? Because there's a narrative attached to it. Maybe. We'll see. But let me just... I say this stuff all the time. What tends to mark tops? Say it in the chat. What tends to mark tops? I'm not giving you the answer until at least one person gives me an answer. What tends to mark tops? I love it when he gets excited counting waves. Ooh. Ooh. You pay for that? Yes. I can't tell you how much I use ChatGPT, and also it holds projects and stores memory. With the paid version, I can create unlimited photos. I can do a lot with it, and I use it a lot. Diddy's meme goes lunar. Wait, what? Guys, see, y'all are failing. I see you have not been paying attention in class at the academy. You guys are thinking way too left field for me. What? Go away. Me. Good news typically marks tops, even if they are short-term tops. CPI data. Good news. Plus China, US, tariff stuff, whatever. Semi-good. Not really. 55% tariffs that we're keeping on for ourselves, but Trump and the admin like to act like China's paying the 55% when they're not. It's American businesses and consumers, but whatever. Bitcoin pumps, then dumps. Next, what bad news will mark the next bottom? Because this goes both ways. Today, Junior. You talking to yourself, JR? You shouldn't talk badly like that about yourself. It's not nice. News. Good news tends to mark tops. Bad news tends to mark bottoms. There's always a narrative to go with each of these. What's the narrative? We're at resistance. You get the big push. Ooh, CPI came in lower than expected. Yay! Everybody get excited. We might have a reason to get excited because we do have some equal highs over here, but that doesn't mean we have to come back for them now. We could also even still break this high and then come back down, which would suck, but it is what it is. I think we're going lower because we've got US mobilizing troops out of the Middle East troops or personnel or something. Maybe both. Why? I don't know. Apparently, tensions are rising with Iran. I'm not exactly sure why. I thought Trump was the anti-war president. But once again, he proves me right when I said Trump is very much not an anti-war president based on his last presidency. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, he got peace in the Middle East. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. If you know what you're talking about whatsoever. No, he did not. But anyways, I'm long. I definitely don't. I'm just holding in hopes I don't zero out. Alts have been bumming me out. Alts are about to bum you out even more. Because this is what's happening. A, B, C. This is what's going to happen. Now, usually A wave and C wave are similar or equal in length. So we'll just go from top to bottom. That's not how this works. Ooh, 89K. I mean, that could work because it does come into these ties over here, these highs. A little bit of a demand zone right here. I guess that could work out. I wouldn't bet on it, but so what do we do? Let's take a look. Let's zoom it on out. I thought C has to be longer than A. No. Incorrect. Similar or equal in length. It can be longer. But depending on if it's impulsive or motive, which we would want to see more motive waves than impulsive, because impulsive could say the trend, this trend is probably done, and we could be heading even lower than just a simple correction over here. The only thing that I could see causing that is an all-out war of some kind with Iran or something. But if it's just some tit-for-tat stuff, I don't know. But if any bombs are set off, if any missiles are set off, anything like that, and we are pushing lows, I am buying that dip, because that's a buy the dip signal for me. Bad news plus price pushing to the downside. Everybody's in panic mode. When there's blood in the streets, you buy. Buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. It's the three I was thinking of, I believe, eh? Correct. Now, there's a misconception about that as well. About the 5-wave structures. So, there's only 2 rules when it comes to 5-wave impulses, okay? 2 like zoomed out rules, not rules within here, but rules on the zoomed out, okay? First rule, wave 4 cannot come into the territory of wave A, or wave 1. Meaning, this is the top of wave 1, okay? 4 cannot even touch it. Can't even touch it. Cannot come into the territory of wave 1. It can come all the way like right there, and there's that little bitty space in between, and it's still okay. The second rule, and this is what matters. The third wave cannot be the shortest wave of the 5. So you could literally have big 1, smaller 3, and a smaller 5, and that's a 5-wave structure. As long as you have 5-wave impulses on each of these waves on the lower time frames, that's legit. Okay, you could have super short wave 1, an extended wave 3, and an extended wave 5 that's even longer than wave 3. This still counts. Why? Because the third wave is not the shortest. The first wave is. As long as the third wave isn't the shortest, that's the only rule. Well, as far as the length of the waves goes. They cry, we buy. Yep, I'm just starting to learn about them this past 2 weeks. Happy to help. My favorite rule of this last week is the 0.7 preferably doesn't get hit in an X. Saved me closing that 100.4K long on Monday. The 0.7 preferably doesn't get hit in an X. What do you mean in an X? This is what I think this is what we're gonna get. Low to high. Maybe 50%. Good enough for me. Good enough for government work. Golden pocket. Platinum. Meh. 50%. 93K. 93.3. Which could get front run at 95 as it is a psychological level. So that's why I've got these levels marked off here, guys. So Canadian dollar. So this is continuing to push down. That is good because that is against the dollar. And the US, or it's against the Canadian dollar, which means the USD is getting weaker against the Canadian dollar. Zoom out. Where are we at on this? We're on the Japanese yen, which needs to continue to roll over for the Dixie to continue to roll over. And what about our bonds? How did they do today? 3.93. We're back below 4 on the 2-year. The 10-year is at 4.41. So we're still at about a 48-point spread. Still not at a 50, so still not too concerned about inflation. What? People are like, why is gold popping today? Probably because of the imminent war with Iran, it seems like. Or also awaiting Russia's retaliatory attack, apparently, also. So these aren't, I'm not trying to scare you with this stuff. I'm actually trying to do the exact opposite. Because when it comes to these markets, the fear, man, gold, look at that breakout, back test, go. Gold's about to go again. No, I don't tell it to scare you. I tell it to tell you because if you know markets, it seems that certain events happen at just the right time sometimes. Kind of weird. But yes, good news tends to mark tops. Bad news tends to mark bottoms. In bad news, war can be seen as bad news, of course. Man, this Russell, please just come down and just backtest this and bounce. So yeah, a little more waiting game. Let's see, are there any alts doing anything? Nothing crazy there. That's what I was doing. Crypto Bubles. On the daily, please. Finance, nope. All exchanges. Unclick. How do I? Oh, that's what I do. 1 through 100. AB. Is that Antonio Brown's coin? Park coin. Best hedge against inflation, apparently. That just kind of, it's always, Fart coin is deflationary. CRV, my poor CRV is down 8%. That's okay. Okay. SPX is trying again. Let's take a look. Haven't even looked at the futures. Is it? Hmm. Hmm. Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Looks like it's gonna roll over. What was my prediction here? A rollover? Yeah, look at that. Prediction. Roll over, sweep all the lows, come down into demand, and then push higher. I mean, yeah. I still think July is the breakout month. July is the breakout month. Mid July, mid to late July. Probably will bottom on the 15th. Not SPY. That's the SPX. Is there a token called SPX or something? SPX 6900? The hell is that? Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, it is a, what is this, a meme coin? Harp, you know better than to shill meme coins in my chat. This looks like a clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could get going. SPX is on fire. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. Never heard of it. Never heard of her. Why are we? Market cap 1.5 billion. Okay. SPX tokens can be traded on centralized exchanges. What is the daily trading volume? What is the highest? Whatever. Holders. Okay, that is a weird thing. I regret clicking that. I remember the days of reading white papers. Well, let's look at the red flags. SPX 6900 maintain a positive trend for over a month, getting 78.94% overall. That surge placed at a money. Liquidation analysis showed that over $680,000 worth of short contracts have been forcefully closed within this period. That's not the highest SPX has seen, but it clearly shows traders getting caught leaning the wrong way. When one cohort, in this case sellers, suffers major losses, it often indicates strong movement in the opposite direction. No Shiza. 82% of traders go long on SPX. Liquidity zones, downside risk. No. Cool. You gave me absolutely nothing. Are we talking about the world's largest ish coin, the US economy? What are you talking about? Band-Aid. Also, this ranking system for these crowns is dumb. I don't get it. I just trade the chart. Squid knows the ins and outs and is very bullish. Who? Who's Squid? I know the ins and outs as well. Who's Squid? I'm very bullish too. Are you very bullish on SPX? Is that what you're talking about? You're not talking. You must not be talking about Bitcoin. You must be talking about SPX. I was joking about the S&P. $135 is the balanced musical chord, like most pleasant to psychology, and the wave count is 135. It's neat to think outside the box. Me too. Kuhn and I had a rather long conversation a while about how similar the thought process often feels to music theory at times. Yeah, I actually Crypto Squid from Alex and Tradefly's Discord. I still don't know who that is. Tradefly mentor. Okay. Is he very bullish on SPX? Please answer that question. Don't make me get hostile. I'm from Memphis, man. I'd rather get the based SPX if you ask me, because it's based. And I am a Chad, therefore I am based. Yes. Okay, thank you. I still want to know what it is, though. Do you have to go to the white paper? It's on Ethereum, it looks like. Thousands are waking up to the reality that 6,900 is more than 500. Whoa, do I have to take this off screen? In a moment of awakening that could redefine the way we perceive global finance, thousands are coming to grips with the revolutionary truth. 6,900 is more than 500. Okay, this realization isn't just a mathematical observation, it's a paradigm shift. The emergence of SPX 6900 as a conceptual challenge to the traditional SPX 500 represents a call to rethink the limitations of legacy benchmarks and embrace a broader, more inclusive representation of market dynamics. The SPX 6900 symbolizes the complexity and vastness of today's interconnected financial systems. It forces us to question what qualifies as market leading in an era of exponential growth and memification. This movement is more than numbers, it's a redefinition of dominance, relevance, and inclusion in global markets. As the financial world takes notice, the idea of the SPX 6900 sends a clear signal. It's time to think bigger. He told me a whole lot of nothing. This is all looks like it was written by AI. Jerome Printwell and his out of control money printer. Printwell, that's funny. So it's ish with the good sales pitch, and people like 69. Ask ChatGPT. Well, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Yo, ChatGPT. I think I gave it a name, but I don't even remember the name now. Let's call it Frodo. Tell me about SPX 6900. What do I need to know? Circle talk? Right. Way too many flashy images. It's a meme-based cryptocurrency launched in August 2023 as a parody of the S&P 500 index. I hate you people. I shouldn't say that. But I feel like y'all knew that. And I feel like I called it as soon as I saw it too. It's a meme. It's a freaking meme. It's marketed as flipping the stock market, mocking traditional finance with a satirical twist. The total supply is 1 billion tokens, with roughly 930 million currently circulating. That's actually not bad. Most of the tokens are circulating. The project leans heavily into meme culture using lore, humor, and social media hype, sometimes called memetic energy, instead of real-world utility. A mystery dev named Mary symbolically leads the meme movement after token burns and leaving communication channels. It includes Eon NFTs. NFTs are making a comeback. Just trade, it's a banger. I don't trust stuff like this because you know what tends to happen with stuff like this? You know what tends to happen with stuff like this? That's what tends to happen with stuff like this. Just one giant red dildo. That's what tends to happen with stuff like this. James Wynn says long ETH. Well, that means we go short, boys and gals. Rugged. Yeah, exactly. Rugged. Now, don't use your brain. Use your heart. RMT coming in at the last second with the totally non-financial advice. I want in on that short. Don't you? Don't we all? Here's the thing. Let's look at a dead one. Was this? It's 2024. Hold on, we got to back way up. Where is it at? Where's the nuke? Does it even still exist? This they just probably removed this Squid Game stock completely, or crypto asset chart. The friggin' chart. Oh boy. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm. Wait, something rugged recently. What was it? What was it? Something rugged recently, or had like a very sharp decline. UMA. Wasn't it UMA? What am I on? Weekly? Yeah. Was it UMA? Maybe not. It was like a major dip. I thought it was UMA. Mask? That's a nice one right there. Nice little dippity do. I see the mask, okay? You don't have to say it over and over and over again. You only have to say it once. But it has 69 in the name. Bullish. Yeah, exactly. Where's 420 token? Let's go to deck screener. Oh, wait. Can't do that from here. I'm going to show you guys something. Are you ready? You want to learn how to find gems? I don't know if I can do it from this site. I might have to find another site. Gainers. Uh, 24 hour? 1,000. McDonald's coin? Why did McDonald's tweet out help today? That's what I want to know. $2,600. 843,000%? What? Wait, does it say 269 billion percent? 6 trillion percent? Okay. Let's not do that. 850,000%. Official Eric Trump coin. Oh, really? It's official, guys. Eric / Soul. Look at this. What the? This one's definitely gonna rug. Okay, so now let's see. So we gotta come in here. Let's see, Eric USD buy 10 seconds ago. Holders, top traders, PNL, $9. Oh wait. Show me the one with the money. Who's got the money? Really? Is this, and it's on a 30-day too? Daily? God. So anyways, there's a way. So what you do is you go to Deck Screener or some other website. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to tell you how to find gems. Go to some website like this. This is very risky stuff. Do not invest more money than you can afford to lose before I even go into this. But I'm not even going to be able to show you exactly how to do it, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. You go and you find, your top traders. maybe snipers. You just try to find the people that hold the most tokens. Here's someone that is holding a whole bunch of tokens, but they haven't sold yet. Unrealized 78.3 million. Okay, transactions. There's gotta be a way. Click this soulscan.io, verifying you're human. I am not. Yeah, find other coins than this, obviously, but someone's, you want to find ones that have made money or have good money, whatever. But anyways, signer, okay, signature. So now we can see what, let's see if they can move stuff off. Transfer from radium to this. Transfer from this. So there you go. There's your wallet address. Copy. Crypto wallet tracker. Maybe. Accept. No. Blockchain Explorer? Search blockchain transactions addresses. Paste address. Click. Couldn't find what you're looking for. Okay. Maybe because this is like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh no, I've got to find one. DeFi portfolio tracker. Oh. I don't want to track my portfolio. Crypto wallet explorer, maybe? Wallet explorer. Oh, Bitcoin. Not gonna work. It's a Solana wallet tracker. Solana blockchain explorer. There we go. Paste addresses. Oh, here we go. All right. So now let's see. This person has $30,000 in Solana. Okay, so probably at least on this wallet. So this person could potentially be a whale. And what you look for is you go and you find the whales, just like how I just showed you, and you try to find their transactions. And you try to find what projects these whales are putting their money into. And then what do? All you're doing is riding the waves with the whales. So this is how you do it. This is how you find them. You can track the whales, guys. See what they're doing. And play their games. Now they have a lot more money to you to put into stuff, but this is how you can find stuff that maybe hasn't even blown up yet. That you find, let's see, look, 54 seconds ago. Transaction. Signature. Success. Does it show what for? I'd have to 2.06. Don't even know what that is. But it'll tell you what it's for. Compute units consumed 150. But yeah, that's how you do it. Footprint trading trends. Thanks, bro. Whale watching alpha. Yeah, so. Yep, there's probably quicker and easier ways to do it, but hey, there you go. That's one way. All right, guys, it is past my time. And I do appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. And yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, good show, good times. People whales, crypto whales, and ocean whales. There you go. People whales. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Make sure you come back tomorrow for Good Morning Crypto, the morning market report, and Trading with OC. And I will be back tomorrow with FOMO Friday. But until then, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Mad love. Peace out. Good night.
Welcome to the madhouse. Started with a dream and a dial-up tone. Now I'm watching these charts like a dog on a bone. Had a Game Boy, now I'm gambling on games. Trying to break free from these legacy chains. Mama said, boy, that money ain't real, but I'm trading this pain just to cop that feel. Old soul, new tech, got the blues on the block. From the bottom of the wick to the top of the shop. Throw it back like Thursday pain. Trading losses for some blockchain gain. For food stamps to eat in my vein. I got the blues, but I ain't broke again. 808 stomp like a freight train moan. Sipping on charts like a glass of Patron. Throw back tears with a smart contract. Singing oh so truths on a DeFi track. Used to play jacks, now I check these trades. From bootleg tapes to encrypted shades. Got a little ledger where I write my sins. From margin calls to accidental wins. Ain't no teacher for the market's bite. Just candlelight and sleepless nights. But I still moonwalk through the flooded fear. With a 12-bar rhythm and a chart so clear. Throw it back like Thursday pain. Trading losses for some blockchain gain. For food stamps to eat in my vein. I got the blues but I ain't broke again. 808 stomp like a freight train moan. Sipping on charts like a glass of Patron. Throw back tears with a smart contract. Singing oh so truths on the DeFi track. Ain't nothing changed but the tools we use. Still trading hope and heartbreak for a little bit of juice. Throw back Thursday where the blues meet the bone.
On the chart like a burst in the zone. Praying to the wicks and the candles tone. Sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO. Portfolio flex like it's early promo. Sacrifice fiat, selling the pump. Altars of alpha, wallets get plump. Lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed. And I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. Light up the sky, burn off our chains. Bring us the gains. Eyes wide shut, I'm divine with the play, spirit in sync with the market's phase. Confluence hit, I go full send. Lambo dreams that never end. Fibonacci carved in stone, sacred trend lines, bullish tone. Chart prime whispers in my ear. Take the trade, release the fear. Burn the down, cleanse the wick. Let the dip be real quick. Oh, moon gods, bring us the gains. Gains, the bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh, moon gods, bring us the gain. Eyes on the chart like a priest in the zone. Pray to the wicks and the candles tone. Sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO. Portfolio flex like it's holy promo. Sacrifice fiat, summon the pump. Objects with the alpha, whales get plump. Lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed. Now I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh, moon